Welcome to the channel Professor Davinci. Standard deviation. Let us discuss the what is standard deviation. Okay, why it is used for. This video gonna help you to understand the standard deviation as simple as. Okay, now standard deviation is a measure of how spread out the numbers are, or how spread out meaning how the numbers are distributed from the mean. Is called standard deviation. For example, I have this set of numbers. Okay, assume that these are the numbers, set of numbers, and this red point is the mean of these data points. Now, standard deviation means how the data are distributed or spread across the mean. It's a measure of how data spread across the mean. Is called a standard deviation. To be specific, standard deviation represents how much data is spread around the mean or an average. For example, are all the points close to average, or are there lot of points away above, a lot of points way above or below the average? So this is the standard deviation gives the question, answer for this question. Okay, now let us see some example how the standard deviation used and where to use this standard deviation. For example, if I have some data, for example, score, okay, exam score I have. Say for example, the person 1 is 85, person 2 90, person 2 75, 88, 82. Okay, the on an average the mean equals, say we can say addition of all those numbers, 80, 90, 75, 88 plus 82 comes around 420 by total number. Total is 5 numbers, so that equals 84. Okay, so 84. If somebody asks what is the average score of your course, so I can say average score is 84 mean. Okay, suppose in future what would be the average score, someone is asking. This is the current, okay, right? This is the current. In future someone is asking what would be your average score of your course. I may tell that, so my average score in future would be 84 plus or minus, say I can say plus or minus 5 marks above on here. So that means, so the average score would be from 79 to 89, I can say, right? Clear? Or in some way, instead of a plus or minus 5, I can say plus or minus 10. So for example, maybe, or in future my course average would be from 74 to 94. This is plus or minus 10. This is say minus 10 to plus 10 from the mean 84. Okay, so this is the range of one's situation or one course. See, course number 1, course number 2, this may be their range. Now if you see the range 79 to 89, the difference in range is almost 10, but see the difference here, almost 20. So the standard deviation gives how far the data are distributed. So the mark of this one, what is this? This is the, we need to give some metric. It's called the standard deviation. Clear? So where it is used? Where the application of standard deviation. Where it is used? Standard deviation. For example, standard deviation is used in all the industries day-to-day life. For example, suppose for example, I can say pants. So there are different companies producing the pants. For example, Allen Solly, Trigger, Louis Philippe. So many companies are producing pant. So how they determine the size? Suppose if my waist size of my pant is say around 34, for each different company's pant may have the length difference in the length, right? So how they derive the length? They say they will do the analysis or the feedback from the customer who is getting their brand, and they will decide, okay, so if a person wears a 34 waist, the length may be from 32 to say 40. Okay, so their length is varying from this one. So on an average they find the standard deviation. This standard deviation will gives them the clear picture how the data is distributed from the mean. So standard deviation, if you draw a curve of these points, it always produces a bell curve. Okay, for example, I erase this one. If I take my class, in my class there are around say 100 students. If I find the score, exam score for 100 students, say I have the grading system: A grade, B grade, C grade, D grade, E grade, and finally F grade. Okay, F is fail. Any class strength, any class students, if I find their score, so always the middle C grade people are very more students may be there. Around 50 students may be in a C grade, around say 20 students in a B grade, and 20 students in D grade, maybe around 5 students maybe in a E and F. Okay, so meaning most of the students falls between the middle category, average students. So if you draw this as a curve, it will the curve will produce a bell, maybe like this, or like this, or even the wide like this. Okay, so this central line is the mean. So how far my data or the scores very close to the mean, how many? Okay, so to find the to have a metric of this distribution, we have standard deviation. Standard deviation is denoted by sigma. This is the symbol. Clear? Now how to find the standard deviation? Let me explain how to find the standard deviation. So this standard deviation is used to calculate the length of anything, the seat height or the bike length, or even a tablet or a mobile phone, the size of mobile phone, how they are fixing the size of the mobile phone, how they are fixing the size of the pen, how they are fixing the diameter of the pen, how they are fixing the shirt size, sleeve size, everything based on the standard deviation. Okay, now how to calculate the standard deviation? So first, say I take the same example, say Alice. Alice, Bob, Charlie, David, and Emily. The score, exam score, assume that it's a example 85, 90, 75, 88, 82. First, we need to find the mean. What's the mean of this one? Add this one. Mean is 84. This is the mean, average. Okay. After finding a mean, you need to find the distance between the mean to the you can find distance from the mean. Distance from mean. Mean is 84. Distance from mean 85 minus 84 equals 1. Same like that. 90 minus 84 equals 6, and 75 minus 84 equals minus 9, and 88 minus 84 equals 4. 82 minus 84 equals minus 2. Okay, this is the mean. After that, we need to square the difference. Square it. 1 square is 1, 6 square is 36, 9 square is 81, and the 4 square is 16, and 2 square is 4. Okay, now average of this one, this is a mean, becomes, it will come, say, not 27.6. okay, that is sigma square equals 27.6. This sigma square is called variance. This sigma square is called the variance. And then for the standard deviation, already I told the symbol for standard deviation is sigma, so it is sigma square. So therefore standard deviation SD sigma equals root 27.6, which comes around approximately 5.25. So the standard way, the standard acceptable distribution of these data is 5.25. This is the standard deviation. That means for this class, the average is 84 and the standard deviation is 5.25. From this one, I can say in future, the next semester, what would be my average class score? I can say this is plus or minus 5.25. That means 84 minus, say, around say 5. Okay, 84 minus 5, my average would be 78.75 to 89.25. So this standard deviation serves an important role in analyzing the data in future. So this is my distribution. So next semester also my students performance will lies between, I can say, 78% to 89%, or 79 marks. This is the score, 78 mark to 89 marks. Clear? So if the data is very close to the mean, then it's a perfect distribution. If the data is a very large, suppose like this, if this is the perfect distribution. If the data is spread across like this, mean the large amount of data will lie in this area, so the prediction is the range of prediction is very large, but here the range is very narrow, so it is easy to predict the future data. Clear? This is how we need to understand the standard deviation. Clear, guys? See you, bye bye, have a great day.